Hello, everyone. This is AJ Calderon. I'm the superintendent of LaBrea, and this is a follow-up to the meeting we had on October 28th at LaBrea regarding the Ohio Fair School Funding Plan. What I have before you is a copy of my desktop that I'm sharing, and I want to be able to show you through this brief video how you can contact members of the legislature to share your political voice. Hopefully, you'll do so about House Bill 305 and funding schools appropriately in Ohio. But also know that the information that I'm sharing with you can be used at any juncture in the future on any piece of legislation that is important to you. So on my desktop, I have two tabs open. The tab that I'm on right now is the Ohio House of Representatives at ohiohouse.gov. And then my other tab is a fair funding email text that I have in Google Docs in my school Google account. It's also worth noting that while we're in the House of Representatives website, what I'm about to show you could be replicated in the Ohio Senate. And currently, House Bill 305, which was introduced in the House in July, is in the Finance Committee of the House. There is currently no companion bill yet in the Ohio Senate. But as our community and our supporters of public education make contacts with the House on this funding bill, the measures that we take via email can also be done, and we can share our political voice in a similar fashion from the Senate website. So I have my House website open, and I'm going to be contacting a representative who is a co-sponsor to share with them my appreciation for being a leader in this legislative process by signing on to be a sponsor of this funding bill. And in my Google tab, that's where I have my text. So I have my letter. Like I said, it was a copy of an original letter I sent back in July to all 66 co-sponsors. I'm going to use that as the basis for sending an appreciation to demonstrate the email process. And using these techniques, you can contact representatives, a number of them, in a rather efficient way. So we're going to start by going right to the committee. In many cases, you can look up representatives by district. You can look them up by county. You can look them up by party leadership. But in this case, the bill is in the Finance Committee, and I know one of the Finance Committee members is a co-sponsor. So I'm going to contact a Republican who's on the Finance Committee and let them know how much we appreciate them being a co-sponsor to House Bill 305. So I find the Finance Standing Committee, I click on that link, and it takes me to the Finance Committee's homepage, and you'll see here to the right all the members of the Finance Committee. So I'm going to scroll down, and the individual that I'm looking for is Mr. Hoops. So James M. Hoops, who's a Republican, there's his picture, you can see his link, and when I click on Mr. Hoops, it'll take me to his page within the Ohio House. I'm going to highlight this. So a lot of news can be found over here to the left, but in the House section to the right, they'll give you the contact information. And when I get here, I want to contact him via email. So I click on the email link, and that's going to open up an email form. A lot of times these representatives you'll see from the top, email representatives, and then it'll let you know as a reference who you're emailing at the top. So if you're emailing multiples, double check that name to make sure that we are accurate in how you send your message and who you might address it to. So the email form is here asking for your contact information as the sender. So I'm going to go ahead and complete that. I'm going to use my school address. Correct my spelling here, so bear with me. I apologize. Give our school phone number, and naturally a lot of this will be your own personal address and phone number. Type in my LaBrea email, and I'm going to put in a subject, and in this case, since he was a co-sponsor, I want to put in co-sponsorship of House Bill 305. So I have my form prepared. I'm going to send an email to Republican James Hoops and express my appreciation for his sponsorship or co-sponsorship. So I click on the message portion of this email form, and you can see in this highlighted area that my cursor is blinking. So now I'm going to go over here to my funding text, and I'm going to highlight that text, right click on it, click copy, go back to my other tab. My cursor is still blinking. I'm going to right click and click paste. Now in a crude way, my text is pasted into this form. Now notice at the very top, I put a salutation of honorable representative. I think it's appropriate that anytime we're contacting via email or letters dignitaries that are in government, that we give them an appropriate salutation. And I typically use honorable representative or honorable senator if I was emailing or contacting a senator. So in this case, now I have to go in, I put my cursor after representative, and I put in Hoops, because that is the individual that I'm reaching out to. And now I'm going to do a little bit of formatting. For me, this is a preference. It does not have to be for you, but I like to give appropriate spacing. I think it's a little bit easier to read, especially when these emails, in all cases, are typically getting printed off for placement in the representative's inbox. And trust me, representatives have shared that these emails will get printed. They do get shared. Their office aides are counting, and they're tracking the volume and frequency with which they are contacted on particular issues. So I've entered the proper salutation. It's going to the right person. I've got my body of my letter, my email, and then my closing. And in this case, I'm prepared to send this email to Representative Hoops. So when I'm done and I'm ready and I've double checked it, I click send. And when that happens, you get a completion page. So in this case, it lets me know that the email was sent successfully. And from this point, you can go and contact other representatives using the copying and pasting format of the political message that you want to send. So you would go back up to the House of Representatives page. You could contact other members of the committee, click on Finance. And if it was in a subcommittee, you would click on the subcommittee. And you could, for example, contact Representative Olschlager, who's the chair of the committee, and you can share your political support or voice in support of House Bill 305 with him. And hopefully you will feel compelled to reach out to many members of the committee and share what you would like to share regarding the funding plan, or, as I noted earlier, other legislation in the future. So hopefully what you find here is an easy way to do that. And if, for example, you would click on Olschlager, takes you to his website, click on his email link, and then again, you can put your cursor in the message. Since I haven't pasted anything else, I can simply right-click and paste, and it's going to paste the same material that I did before. If that doesn't work, then you have to go back over to your tab, take your highlighted text, copy it again, and then go in and paste. But you can see it doesn't take much to open up the email form, and you can, in a matter of a short period of time, copy and paste the text you want to send. Now, you would have to complete the email form again with your name, address, email, and subject line. But again, the basic premise is using the word processing document, copying your pre-composed text, pasting it into the email form. You can contact many legislators in a short period of time. Hopefully you'll find this information useful as you attempt to share your thoughts and views on school funding or potentially other legislation impacting your life or public education. But we do appreciate you entertaining this option. We do appreciate your support and your attendance, and hopefully we shared with you some information that you'll find useful. Should you have any questions, you can surely reach out to me. I can hopefully provide clarity for you, and I can be reached at 330-898-1393. Or if you prefer to email me a question, you can reach me via email at aj.calderon@lebrae.school, and I'll do my best to provide an answer and some clarity in that manner as well. Again, we thank you for your time, and we hope that you'll continue to be an active citizen and reach out to these legislators and let them know your view on fixing Ohio's school funding problem, which has been unconstitutional since 1997. Thank you very much, and have a great day.